Hi guys, this is Sydney. So I was just walking by, and then all of a sudden I felt called to sit down here. Oh, this like table right here. This is like a kind of a way that I'm used to pass by on the way to the cafe, that I am sort of guided to be at certain points in time for certain energies. So I was there, and then I got out of there, and then I was walking, and then all of a sudden I felt called to sit down. And I thought I was meant to connect with nature, to ground the energy. And all of a sudden I felt called to share the message that I have been receiving the past few days very heavily in regards to the ascension of Gaia. So the specific message that I'm guided to share at this moment is the words that is coming is for Lightworkers. So if you are tuned into this video, the energy here, you may be awakened, or you may be identifying yourself as one, or you don't know yet, but somehow you're drawn to the energy of the video here. The message and the guidance may be for you is what I'm guided to share. The reason why I share that you want to tune into your intuition rather than labels such as Lightworker or like Galactic Federation of Light, or someone identifying or presenting themselves as a Lightworker, that they're channeling GFL or Commander Ashtar, like all that stuff. Somehow, for some reason, Source and Gaia are coming on very strongly to discern at this time, because not everybody is. But there's a lot of ego that's at play for these individuals to identify themselves as one, and that there's like a force energy rather than organic divine connection. So what they're sharing may carry certain false light is the word that is coming on very strong as I'm sharing this. Commander Ashtar is coming through all of a sudden. So this is definitely for the message of Lightworkers, but the purpose behind me sharing the word Lightworker is to help activate someone's energy when they are resonating deep down. And you don't need to label, you don't need to have a logical reasons and make sense of it, but intuitively you will know, and that's the whole purpose. And if you resonate, and if you are being honest with yourself, this message is for you. You hold that frequency. So that is coming on very strong for me to share at this time. So there you have to, or one needs to develop or hone in on the skills of discernment at this time very much. And especially also within the so-called spiritual communities, there are a lot of, the word that they want me to share is a lot of messy energies, uncleaned energies, what's the word? Disaligned energies that the ego is forcing oneself to push to be a certain authority or a person, using their spiritual gifts or something of that nature, is coming up for some reason. So take however resonates. And what is coming through is, as the earth is raising its vibration, and today is the summer solstice, and just today all the karmic debris has been cleared up for individuals who did the work. The past 2 weeks specifically for Lightworkers is coming on very strongly. So you've been taking on the collective trauma all of a sudden, and then also the ancestral karmic energies, and then there were certain debris, and so the old energies may have been coming back in certain energy forms. Not necessarily it would be a physical form, but energetically, trying to connect in the astral plane, in your mental plane, in your emotional body. So it was all to distract, or it was all to help you clear up the last karmic debris of these energies coming in to be cloaked in your light. So they are used to doing this, but now with your discernment and with your self-understanding and self-empowerment, understanding who you are, you're no longer allowing these energies to, basically you're not inviting these energies by not dwelling on thoughts, emotions, feelings of the past, connections with these individuals or situations is what is coming for me to share at this time. And the number 144, 155, 108, 114, 117, 711, 119, 111, 1111, 444, 55, 99, 100, coming on very strongly for me to share as angel numbers for anyone that may resonate at this time. That I've been receiving this message the last week or so very heavily, that the Gaia is getting ready for another split, and that means we are on the verge of two major timelines or possibilities for Gaia. One is focused on or directed towards so-called transhumanism, which is a synthetic world timeline, and the other one is organic, meaning more of that golden age of Atlantis energy and that golden era of Lemuria, or however it resonates for you, that peace, harmony, that energy of Lemuria coming through. That's going to be the foundational energy, and then we will utilize also high technology, not as synthetic, but more so to support this organic environments and structures and way of living is what is coming for me to share. So the past week or so, I've been receiving heavily about the message of the transhumanism goals and strategies that the certain central forces are playing out at this time. And we've been under this heavy programming and influence since the beginning of the century. So it's been going on heavily for about the past 100 years, and more so in the recent times. And their strategy and tactics are, changing and shifting and evolving as humanity is getting more educated, and that with the technological advancement, with internet access and all of that, individuals are having more access to all this more classified information that can look up online on an individual level. So they're coming up with new strategies to be more secretive, to be more hidden. So the strategies and tactics that the Source and Gaia want me to share at this time is about the nanotechnology that we've been exposed to. So we are very much exposed to the nanotech implanted in a lot of the food sources that humans are consuming at this time in all of the continents. So before it was like the pesticides and all of that. Now it's more like nanotech, and all the foods that are popularizing in convenience stores, on social media and all of that, targeting younger generations and children. A lot of the food sources that's processed, fast foods, they contain a lot of these nanotechs. Also synthetic parasites that have been inserting into our food system. So it's called bioweapon, right? And another thing is the using yeast, brewer's yeast, as a bioweapon to target greater population, with another strategy of widespreading the popularism of like alcohol, that culture as something cool, is what is coming up for me to share. So another thing is they're spraying something in the air, so when we breathe, it's coming into our system. So that's the current reality of the environment that we are living in. But instead of getting scared or, panicking, what's gonna do, like what am I gonna do, and all these things I'm no longer feeling safe just walking by the street or something of that nature. It's not to put you in that fear or panic, but to come to your power, to stand and front this head first and then see it, because you are the eye of the storm, and then start educating people if they're resonating with you, of course. There's always distortion happening on a mental level when we are trying to force someone to understand, meaning try to use persuasion or try to use manipulation or use pressure to educate someone. It's something that we also need to reform with children's education, is something of that nature also came through for me to share. So a lot of these systems still use fears, and what came was the Spartan from the Roman Greek times. So that training or a form of education using punishment and reward and using fear to educate young children or youngsters has created a lot of distortion in the mind, which was part of the conditional and programming. So it's all coming up, what we need to reform. So at this time, as a light worker, what you can do is you can continually cleanse your physical body, heal your physical body by connecting with organic nature, or, as you can do as much as possible, connecting with the food sources, the energy sources, or consuming these sources of food from organic natures. And also when you're drinking certain things or eating out, take a pause, and then first by closing your eyes, connecting with the energy of the food or the water, purify the energy that's been touched by many people, and then cleanse your energy, especially more so at this time is what I'm going to share. And then bless your food and program your water with whatever that you are intuitively connecting in that moment that's aligned with the highest vibration. So that's what I'm going to share. So we are on the verge of merging or splitting further the transhuman timeline and the organic timeline, where I see is this beautiful, it's like an emerald city is what is coming up. So the emerald tablet, the inner earth, Agartha has been coming through the past few days very heavily. And also I've been seeing and connecting with the energy of rainbow on a day-to-day basis constantly. And in my dream time, I start to see a rainbow portal. And so what I received as confirmation just yesterday when I woke up was that rainbow portal has been activated, that rainbow bridge has been activated. And just before today, while I was sort of feeling called to sit down, reflect, and these light codes start to come through in, there's rainbow colors, and I start to draw them, and there were messages. So it had to do with the rainbow portal that opened up fully. So that's why we had to do that karmic debris cleanup the last week very intensely for those souls to advance, to level up, and move to that new timeline. That's where my latest message came from, that moving on, moving up, and all the soul guidance for you to go through the shadow once again, to relive those painful moments that bring up certain emotions, to discern and not dwell on these memories and feelings. So to sort of strengthen your skills at this time, so you can transmute these energies and sever the ties, as I shared in the latest video. So it had been very intense. It had been very, very, I would say, dark in nature for a very short period of time. So if you are a light worker and resonating, you've been both transmuting the collective energy that you've been absorbing from Gaia and sensing as that empathic body. At the same time, this karmic debris is what is coming up, because you are ready and stepping on to enter that rainbow portal and cross that rainbow bridge. So actually, as the portal has opened at this time of the summer solstice energy, souls are, what I'm seeing in my third eye is basically we are walking inside the rainbow bridge. So if you, analogy that is coming, you go to a certain place like on a tour, and oh, there's that bridge, and that group is on the bridge crossing it. So that's the energy that I'm seeing. So we are in the middle of crossing it. So just stand still, stand strong. That's where all the soul guidance videos that I was guided to record was to support those souls, to stand strong, to support them to continue to step on and not be afraid of the energies that they may be encountering or are resurfacing, is a strong message that is coming on. So as we cross this bridge, we are going to merge with the organic, that emerald city that I'm seeing. That's beautiful technology, but also we are going to live in such harmony and abundance with the energy of the nature, like that of the Lemurian timeline that's coming on. So today, as I was meditating, reflecting with the light codes that were coming on, I started to connect very heavily with the Andromeda, Lyra, Minkata, and then Lemuria and Atlantis and Inner Earth, Agartha. So all of this is for that. The word that is coming on is Emerald City. Emerald City. We are like Wizard of the Oz. I've never really seen the movie Wizard of Oz or the story fully, but that's what is coming up. So a lot of souls have worked very hard, especially light workers. You've been taking on a lot of other people's karma, the collective negativity to transmute. So allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to nourish and nurture yourself, because you've been working really hard energetically, both day and night. So that's the message. And all this transhumanism tactics, strategies, and goals that they're playing out, stand firmly without fear is what I'm guided to share. And whenever you're consuming food, whenever you're consuming something, always remember to appreciate and be thankful, and then you are the one that can alchemize all and transmute and transform all these energies. So with that energy of gratitude, sincere appreciation, use that magical force within yourself to continue to align your energy to that of the organic I keep seeing Emerald City and I keep hearing Emerald City, that beautiful timeline that the souls that are already on the bridge of that rainbow, as the portal has fully opened and activated yesterday. As I'm saying this, like I'm getting a surge of energy, and I just like, oh, it's just suddenly made me like very emotional, because I just saw that portal fully activated. It's there's a full access for those individuals who have dropped the karmic baggage. So that's why Source Gaia had me share the soul guidance for rest of the humanity or the collective that are still on the in-between, to encourage them to step onto that path of that organic. Whoa, the energy is so strong to step onto that. And the last week, very heavily, Noah's Ark has been coming through, and I start to receive clarity on all the information that I received since March 2023, when I connected my energy to Gaia and activated that light language. That was very, 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 very challenging and painful on a physical level. And then I was taken to Neptune, and then I connected my energy to that of the violet flame from the occult Atlantis that was protected and stored on Neptune. That was to later activate the Lemurian portal on the 7/7 last year when I was in Bali for the flow state for the collective. So as I'm sharing this message, the energy is surging, and I'm like kind of, my body's like really shaking right now. Ooh, the divine is connecting through my crown very strongly. So the past 2 days, 3 days, the angelic realm came through very strongly, and I've been connecting and merging my energy with 6 archangels. That is the Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Samuel, Archangel Mary. As the light increase has been significantly rising leading up to the summer solstice, all the light workers who are ready, we are to merge with these 6 archangels, and then we are given this gift to merge their energy with our light body at this time for stronger protection, to further integrate these higher light codes into our physical vessels, as with the Earth, 5th dimensional, New Earth, or Gaia's Ascension so-called, we are to keep our physical body while we are ascending. That's what we're doing. So that's why you may have been going through a lot of physical ascension symptoms lately. Everything, especially solar plexus, your throat, 3rd eye, crown, root, everywhere, to align these rainbow bridge, meaning you have to align these 7 chakras within your physical vessels, as the 7th heaven is coming on very strong to bring down that heaven and earth energy into your physical vessel once again. So with that, this light language transmission is coming through to help you further align these 7 heaven energies that you have fully embodied within your light body, your auric field has been upgraded, is the word that is coming on, has expanded in light. And as you have done so, as you walk in this light, speak your truth, hold your truth, you are to elevate someone or to trigger someone. And that's a challenge on earth at this time, but that's what you are here for. So use both these incoming positive elevating energies and also negative projecting energies and alchemize and use these forces, because you are a master now to bring that abundance energy. So you are using all of these energies, whether it's positive or negative, for your highest good. And you are turning this into such magical energies, and you now have that power. You have mastered your skill is what is coming. So there's no need for you to stay afraid. So there's no need for you to dim your light. No need to pressure yourself to fit in. All these energies that are being projected are to be shot back, and you have that power to sort of so-called return to sender right away. And it's going to be instant, what they're going to experience as they do so, intentionally, unintentionally, consciously, unconsciously. They will experience some sort of a moment that they will realize something, that they can no longer project or send it and put it on to these lights for them to transmute for them. So if you are seeing 444 in regards to the message of this video, before, after, you somehow resonate, know that you are very much highly protected at this time by the angelic realm. Trust that protection. Also do your part in continuously cleansing your energy field at this time. Is what I'm guided to share, and continue to connect with nature spirits to root down these very much higher light codes that you are embodying and integrating, so that you are feeling grounded in your physical body. And another thing that's coming up is to move your body, shake your body literally, to shake off all these attached energies or old energies stored in your physical body, to be released out into the ether, back to source, is what I'm going to share. You can literally jump up and down, bounce, 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 or dance, however it is for you, jump rope. So that's the energy and the message specifically for Lightworkers. This energy is very, very strong. Galactic Federation has been with me throughout this entire message, and just discern, continue to discern. Doesn't mean not to close up your heart and not to trust, meaning constantly living in suspicion. That's the energy of survival. But instead, trust, keep your heart open. That message that is coming through, keep your head sharp, cold, heart warm, and generous, open, trusting, loving, so that just know that you are in alignment between the heart and the head, in throat. Okay, so continue to speak your truth. The energy of the dragons and the energy of the angelic realm, the unicorn realms, has been coming on very strongly the last week. So continue to merge with them if you are resonating and connecting with their energy. on a soul level is what I'm going to share. So these star codes are coming through. These star codes to activate your galactic lineage, galactic memories, bring down more galactic spiritual gifts so that you can utilize this wisdom, talents, gifts that you already mastered in these galactic timelines as an ancient soul if you resonate. Okay, so this particular star code is not for everyone. It's for a very specific few is what I'm going to share. So these are the codes that they want me to share, the star codes. With this, I'm connecting to the Andromeda. Also calling in the Andromedan tribe, soul tribe, that are pretty few on Earth at this time. Gather. Remember your star lineage. Further activate. Tukuakaiya takikia uwa takikia. Hutukukuaiya kakia takaua kakikia iya takaua. Hutukukua takikia kaua kikia uwa takikia taka. I kakia kakikia kaua takikia aua. Uwa. Iya. Watakia uwa iya uwa iya uwa iya 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 uwa wa iya iya uwa iya So as I was sharing the star codes, I connected with the spaceship from Andromeda. I cannot identify what the spaceship was, but just Andromeda. They're very selective few of those souls before the Milky Way. If you resonate with my energy signature. So I was also calling in those souls at the same time for this activation and transmission, for their support, for those souls who are ready, especially those Andromedan starseed. Not the Andromedan galaxy starseeds, but the souls that go way beyond the soul tribes. Okay, so as always, I need to sit down a little bit, ground this energy in. So take however it resonates. This is not for everyone, once again, but if you know your heart resonates, do not force yourself to fit into these labels, codes. It's the egoic energy, discern. You know, if you resonate, this may be for you. So I'm guided to speak this truth, deliver this truth, and deliver this activation and transmission information that is from the divine. Just cleansing your energy field so you gain clarity. So with that, I hope this message helps, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.